Hey guys, just wanted to give a quick update on my tank. So as you see, I did add a new ornament in the tank, and I'm also thinking about upgrading the current 10G that I have to a 20. It's something that I'm considering mostly because Petco is doing a sale where it's like a 20-gallon tall. You can get that for 20 bucks, which I think is a really great deal, and it's a well-reviewed fish tank as well. But I digress. One of the main reasons that I'm motivated to make this video is because of the fact that if you take a look over here, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can find it first. Oh geez. Well, there was a couple of, as you know, I got a yo-yo loach because I was having some trouble with, oh, there's one right there. So yeah, I got a yo-yo loach because I was having like an enormous amount of bladder snails in my fish tank. And initially the yo-yo loach was not really doing anything. The bladder snails were still like running amok like crazy, and I was a little disappointed. Lo and behold, a couple weeks later, I noticed that, the snail population seems to be slowing down a little bit, like maybe reducing. And so I got a little curious and I decided to take a look around on the floor, and lo and behold, I started finding these little empty snail shells on the floor, which told me that the yo-yo loach, who's hiding in over here, was actually eating the snails. And actually, you didn't see it right now, but a second ago it literally just ate one, and it might be doing it right now. In fact, I don't know. Can you see that? Oh, that's terrible. I need a better light in there. Yeah, it looks like it's caught a snail right now, and it's like going to town on it. So yeah, let me see if I could put the light on actually. Jeez. No, I can't. I could turn it up. Yeah, you can't really see the snail shell in there, but there is a snail shell, and it looks like it kind of caught one and it dragged it in, but regardless, so for any of you guys wondering if a yo-yo loach would be a good choice to take care of your bladder snail population, I think the answer is yes. I think they do. So I wasn't trying to get rid of all the bladder snails. I just didn't want so many bladder snails. Like, they were everywhere. Like, this whole tank was covered in bladder snails. It was absurd. And that's the main issue that I had with it. It was really ugly to look at, and it was getting pretty annoying. So I didn't want to get assassin snails because that's just more snails, right? And I didn't want to get a regular loach, like a clown loach, because I heard clown loaches, they can get enormous, and this is a 10G tank. So I took a look at the yo-yo loach instead, which I heard it only gets up to 4 inches, but after doing a little more research, it looks like it's up to 6 inches, but they live to be like 10 years old, assuming you take good care of them. So this yo-yo loach seems pretty happy. One concern that I've read about is that, you shouldn't keep one yo-yo loach by itself, otherwise it's like it gets bored and lonely. But this yo-yo loach seems to be doing just fine. It seems pretty darn happy to be like, in this tank, since it's like a heavily planted tank. It's got the guppies around, and it likes to explore. It also likes to hide out in these little ornaments because it likes dark places to chill out sometimes. And this little gravel, the large gravel substrate, also gives it lots of places to dig around for food, versus like these smaller gravel substrates. So it likes to hang around in this area, and also back there where I've got a decent amount of gravel substrate. So the idea here is that eventually, if I do upgrade to a 20G, I did the measurements. It's going to be about this much taller, and about this much wider, and a little, maybe about like 3 inches deeper back here. So it's a pretty big upgrade because it's literally double the size. But I'm kind of holding off on it right now because I think that there's 2 reasons. I think that the fish have enough room right now as it is. But in addition to that, I'm kind of like still planning out what substrate I want to put into the tank for the 20G, and also how exactly I want to move all of the stuff in this tank over to the other tank without, like, killing anything. One interesting thing I want to note though is that the loach, one unexpected consequence, which I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, is that I used to have a lot of scuds in this tank, and I think the yo-yo loach eradicated all of the scuds. I haven't seen a single scud in months, and so I'm pretty sure they're all gone. Either that or something killed all the scuds. But I heard, like, scuds, they're very hardy and they're very hard to get rid of. So I can't understand what could have possibly happened to them. There were actually quite a few scuds living in my filter medium as well over here. Like, but when I did the replacement check to replace out the filter, I didn't see a single scud either. So that makes me kind of suspicious, like maybe the water quality has something to do with it, but every other thing in the tank was totally fine. So if any of you guys know what happened to the scuds, like if it really was a yo-yo loach and it somehow killed all the scuds, including the ones in the filter, please leave a comment and let me know. Or if it was something else that could have possibly gotten rid of them. I mean, overall, I've been testing the water quality and everything's fine. I did put some of this stuff in here, like this Paragard, because I had some problems with one of my guppies, which passed away, unfortunately. God rest his soul. But I was trying to dose it because I thought it was sick, and I used that, but that shouldn't kill the scuds either, so it's a mystery. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a nice day, and goodbye.